Fame is a consequence, sir, not a pursuit. My duty is to the United States Army and the execution of its orders. If my actions in service to the nation bring recognition, then I accept it as part of the territory. My focus remains on the mission at hand. Opportunity met preparation, and perhaps a measure of boldness. The war demanded leaders who were willing to act decisively. I sought the sound of the guns, believed in the cavalry charge, and Providence saw fit to reward those efforts. Luck favors the audacious. Each had its significance. Gettysburg, turning back Stuart's cavalry, was crucial. Yellow Tavern, where the Confederacy lost Jeb Stuart himself, was a blow to their morale. But receiving the flag of truce at Appomattox, that signaled the end of a long, bloody struggle to preserve the Union. It was a moment of profound relief and national vindication. A man must be practical on the frontier, sir. Buckskins are durable. As for the hair, well, perhaps a bit of dash doesn't hurt morale. Let's call it a personal preference suited to the environment. The Custer luck needs a little flair, wouldn't you say? Reckless? I call it decisive action. In cavalry operations, hesitation is fatal. Speed, audacity, relentless pursuit, these are the elements of victory. Those who armchair quarterback from comfortable parlors east rarely understand the swift decisions required in the face of the enemy. My record speaks for itself. The objective is clear: to ensure the safety of settlers, protect the lines of communication and commerce, and enforce the government's treaties and policies. This means bringing hostile bands, those who refuse the reservation system and continue depredations, under control. Civilization must advance. The Washita was a decisive military engagement against Black Kettle's Cheyenne, a band known to be involved in raids against settlers in Kansas. We struck them in their winter camp, achieving complete surprise. It was a hard fight, under harsh conditions. War is inherently brutal, sir, but it was necessary to demonstrate the Army's reach and resolve. It wasn't a parlor social. In the chaos of a dawn attack on a hostile camp, distinguishing combatants can be difficult. Regrettably, non-combatant casualties occur in warfare, especially savage warfare. Major Elliott's loss was a tragedy, a risk inherent in pursuing scattered hostiles after the main engagement. He was a fine officer. The court-martial was a complex affair fueled by professional jealousies and perhaps misunderstandings of command pressure on the frontier. While I accept the verdict rendered, I maintain my actions were driven by concern for my command and, yes, deep concern for Mrs. Custer during a cholera outbreak. General Sheridan's subsequent support and restoration to command speak volumes. My orders were to explore the Black Hills, map the region, and report on its resources. We confirmed the presence of gold, as rumored. That discovery inevitably attracted prospectors. The subsequent political decisions and the Sioux reaction were matters beyond my direct military control. I fulfilled my orders. Responsibility lies with those hostile elements among the Sioux and Cheyenne who refuse the government's authority and the path of peace offered on the reservations. They have chosen war by attacking settlers, agencies, and defying lawful orders to return. We are merely responding to their aggression. The goal is to locate the large concentration of hostile Sioux and Cheyenne under leaders like Sitting Bull and Crazy Horse, and compel their return to the reservations, using force if necessary. It is time to bring this matter to a decisive conclusion. Absolutely. The 7th Cavalry is the finest regiment in the Army. My men are seasoned, well-equipped, and eager. We have capable commanders in Generals Terry and Gibbon. The hostiles cannot stand against a determined, coordinated military effort. I respect the Indian as a horseman and a guerrilla fighter. They are cunning and brave in their own fashion. However, they lack the discipline, the organization, the superior firepower, and the strategic coordination of the United States Army. Courage alone does not win wars. Logistics, certainly, supplying a large force deep in hostile territory is always demanding. Intelligence, accurately locating a mobile enemy across vast distances. And ensuring decisive engagement before they can scatter. General Terry is an experienced and capable officer, a gentleman. We maintain a professional and cordial relationship. I execute his orders to the best of my ability, as does any subordinate commander. My testimony was given under oath, as required. My duty is to the truth and the nation, above any personal considerations. President Grant is the Commander-in-Chief, I respect the office and his authority. A soldier's place is in the field, sir, or where his duty calls him. My focus is entirely on the present campaign. Speculation about the future is just that, speculation. Let us first win the peace on the frontier. Mrs. Custer is the anchor of my life. Her strength, loyalty, and unwavering belief are invaluable. To know she waits at Fort Lincoln gives a man profound motivation and solace. She is the finest campaigner of us all. I believe the public deserves to understand the realities of life and service on the frontier, the challenges faced by the Army, and the nature of the conflicts here. It also allows me to present events from my own perspective, unfiltered. I lead from the front. I share the hardships and the dangers. I demand discipline and expect bravery, and I believe my men respect that. They know Custer will take them into the fight, not send them. There's an esprit de corps in the 7th second to none. The mounted charge, delivered with speed and shock, remains the cavalry's ultimate weapon. It disrupts, demoralizes, and destroys. While adjustments are needed for terrain and enemy tactics, the principle of offensive, aggressive action remains paramount. The future for the Indian lies in assimilation, education, and adopting the ways of civilization on the reservations. The era of the nomadic hunter-warrior is drawing to a close. It is inevitable. The government's policy aims to ease that transition, however difficult. As a soldier who loved his country, served it loyally, fought for the Union, upheld the colors, and did his utmost to bring peace and security to the frontier. A man of action, devoted to his duty and his regiment. The rest, history will decide in its own time. The pleasure was mine, sir. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have preparations to oversee. Good day.